creatures of the night. It's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Rampage. I literally right after Rampage was finished, I just rolled over and went to bed because I'm bored. I was a little bored with SmackDown, bored with Rampage. So what do? You go to bed and hope that you could dream of better booked wrestling. So for me, I would say Rampage was off, but then again, when is it better? Rampage, we started off with Penta versus the Butcher, and we haven't seen the Butcher in a really long time, and it's great to see him back. But y'all know how it is with the Butcher. He's enhancement talent. Shouldn't have to be, because I really do think that he's really talented. Normally, he's tagging with the Blade and also sometimes doing trios with Kip Sapiens, another very talented wrestler that we don't see in the ring, unfortunately. So it's pretty predictable on where things were going to go. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is here. It kind of felt a little bit weird to see this matchup because Penta literally lost last week Rampage against Takeshita to be qualified to be part of the ladder match for the TNT title. And here he is coming on the show again, taking the W because what? It matters? I don't think so. Obviously, you guys know what happens. Penta takes the win. The match was actually pretty good, and I really did enjoy this match. Alex Abrahantes, who's the hype man, who's always ringside, he got hurt and whatever, got pushed, and you know how it is. They get pushed, and it seems like it's time for surgery or something. Always something going on with these people ringside. Match was a great opener, but to be honest, there's no payoff. What's the payoff here with the Butcher being in this match? None. What's the payoff with Penta winning this match? Well, he gets an extra W, but what really happens after he already lost a pretty important match last week with Takeshita? He's not qualifying to be going for the TNT title, so this one right here doesn't fucking matter. After this, we do have the learning tree who makes his way out with Big Bill and Brian Keith, and they walk their little way over to the commentary table, going over to Matt Menard, and basically, letting him know how he's supposed to be doing his job. Matt Menard is officially part of the Rampage commentary team. However, he's been doing commentary for the longest now. He's just officially part of it because the learning tree, he can't be bothered to be doing commentary anymore. He wants all the TV time he can get by being in like a million segments every freaking night. I'm over it. Now, I'll say this though. Once again, Brian Keith, something about this, him being in this group is not working for me. It's not working for me at all. After this though, we do have the Acclaim. They come out with Daddy Ass. Max Casper doing his little rap or whatever. And honestly, I can't care. I cannot care for this at all. But Daddy Ass is absolutely over. Daddy Ass would just stand there and everybody is cheering for him and they love Daddy Ass, and I guess I get it. And the Acclaim, they're not so over, but I guess whatever. They're still one of the last remaining tag teams in AEW. They end up going against these tag teams that I've never seen before. I'm pretty sure they're indie wrestlers, never heard of them, never seen them. Does it really matter? It was a squash, and honestly, I really couldn't get behind this at all. It's just, let me move on. Shane Taylor Promotions back there cutting their promo on Top Flight and Action Andretti, and I thought that was really interesting. And I was just like, oh, okay, we're actually doing something where we're actually using actual trios. So you guys know STP, we do have Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, and we also have Anthony Ogogo. And I've been saying, keep a lookout on these UK wrestlers. They're definitely going to try to bring these guys up, or girls, so that they can be definitely part of a focus when it comes to the All-In pay-per-view. And now we're seeing like this little trios things that they're going here for. And that's great because the trios titles is unified with the 6-man tag titles with the Bang Bang Gang. And it kind of feels like for two things here, that the tag and the trio scenes are almost non-existent in AEW when you have the people who's holding those titles, pretty much keeping those titles hostage. And Tony Khan, I don't get what the fuck is going on, but I would like to see a little feud with SCP and Top Flight, Action, and Andretti. This will definitely give these guys some camera time, so much needed camera time. And while we're doing that, Tony Khan, there are a lot of possibilities that they can go with, one-on-one matches. We can go tag, we can do trios and things like that. When it comes to these 6 men, I really hope that whatever it is that they're trying to do with them, that they're elevating these guys, because damn, we really need to make an emphasis on bringing up some new people. I'm tired of seeing the same motherfuckers all the time. I'm curious to see what happens with this. After this, though, Private Party, praise for y'all. They went against the Gates of Agony. Bishop Khan, Lord have mercy. Those abs needs to be studied. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Anyway, not a squash that I thought it was going to be, but I kind of figured that Private Party may take a L here, and I'll tell you why. Because the other day on Dynamite, the learning tree, Chris Jericho was talking about for them to be on their show or whatnot. And I'm like, well, he wouldn't have offered them to be on their show, making fun of them being losers and everything, if he didn't feel like they couldn't partake in being on this little learning tree thing here. And do I want to see that happen? No. However, we haven't really seen much of Private Party. I don't know what happened to Mark Quinn, but he was out for over a month. And we had Isaiah Cassidy doing all these matches, taking L's back to back to back to back to back. So what's going to happen here? I don't know. The match was okay, but very predictable from the start, like based off of, the whole learning tree thing. Gates of Agony takes the win. You can really see Gates of Agony, they have improved as a team. However, they're not getting that notoriety that they need as a tag team or a trios. Once again, we're back to that as well, because people are hogging these titles and these guys are not really having anything to fight for. And it really, really sucks to see. Now, after this, we do have a video package for Toni Storm versus Lady Frost, which is going to be on Collision tomorrow night. It was nicely done. I really, really enjoy how they seem to like Toni Storm. She definitely takes her character seriously, and the company is definitely behind that. I really wish that AEW could be that serious about other people and what the fuck they got going on too. If that was the case, we would have a lot more stronger stories and characters in the company. You hear that? After this, we do have Juice Robinson and the Guns versus some local jobbers. One of them was very happy to be there, just to get their ass whooped. Now, what was interesting about this is that Juice Robinson, we have not seen him in the ring for months. And instead of this being an actual trios match, it was literally Juice Robinson versus the 3 jobbers. He handled it his damn self and ended up taking the win for the team. And after this, though, Jay White gets on the mic to do this anointing ceremony for Juice Robinson, which was really funny because on SmackDown, there was supposed to be an anointing ceremony during the Bloodline segment. However, y'all already know how it is in pro wrestling. If you got something going on, a ceremony, a wedding, whatever it is going on, somebody's going to crash in and fuck it up. So that didn't happen tonight. But we got something of the sort on AEW tonight, and they ended up pretty much declaring Juice Robinson also to be Trios champion as well. This is interesting because some people have brought up the Freebirds rule here, where you have a 4-man group, but that 4th person is also champion as well in a trio situation. So this is interesting. Is that what they're doing? Maybe. We'll see if that will actually work out for them. I love Juice Robinson. He's so funny and very, very interesting person. Let's see what happens here, because Juice Robinson and that whole group, I think they're a great group. However, I would prefer to see Juice and Jay doing some tag stuff. But hey, they have the Unified Trios titles. Let's see what they do with that. All right, you guys, main event, we had ladies in action. We had Serena Deeb versus Mina Shirakawa. I hope I'm saying that, girl. I hope I'm saying that right, girl. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Well, all right, another one that's predictable. If you guys didn't know, Mina is going to be going against Toni Storm at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And this is interesting because there seems to be this love triangle between Mina, Toni, and Mariah May. And it's interesting, I guess. I was looking at it this way. Serena Deeb previously just had a match with Toni Storm for the title. She lost her opportunity, so why would she win against Mina, who's going to be challenging Toni Storm? So in that aspect, it was predictable. I did think it was a great match, but I'm not going to lie. The match ran a little bit long for me. I feel like Serena Deeb is super talented in the ring. Just cannot make a connection with her. And maybe other people feel the same way too. Mina, who hasn't gotten that much time in terms of being in AEW. She started wrestling in AEW with the Ring of Honor last pay-per-view, and people have really, really gravitated towards her. She's a champion in Stardom, but since she's been getting more eyes on her in the US, she has a really big personality. She loves to dance. She loves to have fun. People really like her, and I can see more of a connection with AEW fans with Mina than Serena Deeb, who's been there since the fucking dinosaurs, and people are not connecting with her. She needs personality. This little dojo she got going on, maybe she should be adding some people to the dojo, something so that we can be able to connect with her more. It was a good match, but like I said, it felt like it ran a little bit long, but kudos to AEW for seeing two really talented wrestlers, women wrestlers, and putting them in the main event. We do have Serena, who takes the L here, and it's a logical thing to do, but very, very predictable show altogether. After the match, we do have Mariah May, who comes to celebrate with Mina, and Toni Storm is there too, but she's not really willing to come to the ring. And they're just calling her over. Mariah's like, come on over. And then, I'm telling you, Toni had the most dramatic outfit ever. And I was just like, this girl is all in the role. And I'm totally here for it. She gets in the ring and they're celebrating together, but kind of fighting over Mariah May. Even when Mariah May was leaving the ring, both Mina and Toni, they opened the ropes so that Mariah can leave out through the ropes, and they're still fighting for her at the same time. Really interesting little story that they got going on. I really don't take it seriously, but like I said, Toni Storm's character is really, really strong, and I really do hope for bigger and better things from Mariah May after this whole thing is over, since we've been seeing Mariah pretty much being different eras of Toni Storm. Whatever situation is, I do want her to come on top and for people to really love Mariah May for who she really is, rather than her being someone else. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. We do have quite a few more weeks before the pay-per-view. Rampage, in my opinion, skippable. The opening and the main event, I guess they're worth watching. I honestly would not go out of my way to watch these matches. But if anything, those are probably the most, watchable things on the show. Everything else really isn't. And I really wish I didn't have to say that. Everything is so predictable. It's just, hey, we got a show to do. Let's just give them something to watch. And I don't want to feel like that. I really want to feel like things are making sense. I want y'all to wow me. I want to feel like I'm not wasting my time on a Friday night to watch Rampage. But we'll see. Tomorrow, Collision seems like a better deal. We'll see how that goes. I will be doing a watch along tomorrow with Martina. Come pull up and have fun with us. It should be a good show. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'm over it.